Picture this. You wake up, step out of bed, and a sharp, grinding pain shoots through your knees. Or maybe your hips feel stiff, making it tough to climb stairs or enjoy a walk in the park. What if the medications you're taking, prescribed to keep you healthy, are quietly destroying your joints? Today, we're exposing the 5 worst medications that could be causing pain, stiffness, and even permanent joint damage. We're naming names, specific drugs you might be taking right now, and sharing how to protect your joints so you can stay active and pain-free. Whether you're battling arthritis, recovering from an injury, or just want to keep moving as you age, this video is for you. Grab a seat and let's save your joints before it's too late. Your joints, your knees, hips, shoulders are the foundation of an active, independent life. From chasing after your grandkids to dancing at a wedding or simply getting out of your chair without wincing, healthy joints make every moment possible. But here's a shocking truth. Some of the most common medications prescribed across the United States can erode your cartilage, inflame your joints, and accelerate conditions like osteoarthritis, leaving you in pain and robbing you of your freedom. We're diving deep into the 5 medications that could be doing more harm than good, drugs you've likely heard of, maybe even have in your medicine cabinet right now. We'll uncover how they damage your joints, why it happens, and most importantly, what you can do to protect your mobility and live pain-free. Before we start, I want to hear from you. Have you ever had joint pain you couldn't explain? Maybe your knees ache after a long day, or your hips feel tight for no reason. Drop a comment below and let me know where you're joining us from today. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more life-changing tips from the Wellness Code. Let's build a stronger, healthier, pain-free future together. These medications are prescribed every day in the US for everything from heart health to infections to pain relief. They're meant to help, but what your doctor might not tell you is how they could be silently wrecking your joints, setting you up for years of discomfort or even disability. We're revealing the 5 worst offenders, counting down from number 5, and giving you practical science-backed steps to safeguard your joints. We'll also share real stories from people who've faced these issues and come out stronger. Here we go. Kicking things off at number 5 are statins, widely used to lower cholesterol and protect against heart disease. A famous example in the US is Lipitor, atorvastatin. Lipitor is one of the most prescribed drugs in America, with millions relying on it to keep their hearts healthy. But while it's a hero for your cardiovascular system, it can be a villain for your joints, and here's why. Your joints depend on healthy cartilage, a spongy tissue that cushions bones, and synovial fluid to stay flexible and pain-free. Lipitor and other statins can throw this delicate system out of whack. A study published in Arthritis and Rheumatology found that long-term use of statins, like Lipitor, is linked to a higher risk of osteoarthritis, particularly in weight-bearing joints like your knees and hips. The mechanism is sneaky. Statins reduce cholesterol, which is great for your arteries, but cholesterol is also a key component of cartilage cell membranes. When levels drop too low, those cells weaken, leading to cartilage breakdown, inflammation, and pain. Over time, this can make your joints feel like they're grinding with every step, but the damage doesn't stop there. Lipitor is infamous for causing muscle pain and weakness, a condition called myopathy that affects up to 10% of users, according to some studies. This muscle damage can impact the quads, hamstrings, or glutes, muscles that support your joints. When they weaken, your joints take on extra strain, leading to stiffness and discomfort. Imagine trying to climb stairs when your thighs feel like concrete. It's not just tiring, it's painful. For seniors, this double hit of cartilage erosion and muscle issues can turn daily activities into daunting challenges. There's another layer to this. Lipitor depletes coenzyme Q10 CoQ10, a nutrient your muscles and joints rely on for energy and repair. CoQ10 acts like a spark plug, helping cells recover from wear and tear. When levels drop, your joints fatigue faster, and micro-damage accumulates, setting the stage for chronic pain or even arthritis. A 2015 study in the Journal of Clinical Lipidology confirmed that statin users often have lower CoQ10 levels, which could explain why some feel achy and stiff. Let me share a quick story. I heard from a viewer named Linda, a 68-year-old retiree from Florida, who started Lipitor 5 years ago. At first she felt fine, but over time her knees began aching and she struggled to walk her dog. She thought it was just aging until her doctor suggested her statins might be contributing. After adjusting her treatment and adding CoQ10, she's back to her morning walks pain-free. Stories like Linda's remind us how important it is to understand these side effects. So, what can you do to protect your joints if you're on Lipitor? First, never stop taking it without talking to your doctor. It's critical for heart health, but have an open conversation about your joint pain. Ask if a lower dose or a different statin, like pravastatin, which some studies suggest may have fewer muscle side effects, could work for you. Explore lifestyle changes to lower cholesterol naturally. Cutting back on saturated fats, eating more oats and berries, or walking 30 minutes a day can make a big difference. Next, nourish your joints. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids like salmon, mackerel, walnuts, or flax seeds can reduce inflammation and support cartilage health. A CoQ10 supplement, 100 to 200 mg daily, might help replenish what Lipitor depletes, but always check with your doctor first, especially if you're on blood thinners or other meds. Magnesium-rich foods like spinach, almonds, or avocados can also ease muscle tension around joints. Exercise is your secret weapon. Low-impact activities like swimming, yoga, or cycling keep your joints lubricated without overloading them. Try a gentle yoga flow twice a week. Poses like cat-cow or seated twists can improve flexibility and reduce stiffness. If you're new to exercise, start with 10-minute sessions and build up. Physical therapy can also strengthen the muscles supporting your joints, taking pressure off cartilage. Finally, monitor your joint health. If you've been on Lipitor for years, ask your doctor about a blood test to check CoQ10 levels or an X-ray to assess cartilage wear. Catching issues early can prevent bigger problems down the road. Ignoring these risks could mean more than sore knees. It could lead to joint replacement surgery or a life of limited mobility. Don't let Lipitor steal your freedom. Let's move to number 4. At number 4, we have proton pump inhibitors, or PPIs, prescribed for acid reflux, heartburn, or ulcers. A household name in the US is Prilosec, omeprazole, available by prescription and over-the-counter at every pharmacy. Prilosec is a lifesaver for soothing your stomach, but it could be quietly eating away at your joints, and the science is eye-opening. Your joints thrive on a steady supply of nutrients: calcium for bone strength, magnesium for muscle function, and vitamin B12 for nerve health. Prilosec works by slashing stomach acid, which helps your esophagus but hinders nutrient absorption. A 2016 study in the American Journal of Medicine found that long-term Prilosec use increases the risk of osteoporosis and fractures, especially in hip and spine joints. Without enough calcium, your bones become brittle, and the cartilage cushioning your joints starts to erode, leading to pain, swelling, and instability. For seniors, a hip fracture can be life-altering, with recovery taking months or even years. Low magnesium is another issue with Prilosec. Magnesium keeps muscles relaxed and joints stable, but a deficiency can cause cramps, spasms, and stiffness. A 2011 FDA warning highlighted that PPIs like Prilosec can deplete magnesium, sometimes severely. Many seniors on Prilosec wake up with aching knees or hips, assuming it's just getting old, when it's actually a drug side effect stealing their mobility. Then there's vitamin B12. Prilosec can impair B12 absorption, and low levels damage nerves, causing tingling, numbness, or weakness in your legs. This makes your joints less stable, raising the risk of falls. A study in JAMA estimated that long-term PPI users have a 20 to 50% higher risk of B12 deficiency, which can mimic arthritis symptoms or worsen existing joint pain. Why is Prilosec such a problem? It's often overprescribed or taken longer than needed. Some people pop it daily for years when a few weeks might do, or they use it for mild heartburn that diet changes could fix. I remember a comment from a viewer, Tom, a 72-year-old from Texas. He took Prilosec for a year and noticed his knees felt stiffer and he kept tripping. His doctor found low magnesium and B12 levels linked to the drug. After switching to a different approach and adding supplements, Tom's back to golfing with his buddies. Here's how to protect your joints. Talk to your doctor about whether you still need Prilosec. Short-term use, 4 to 8 weeks. is usually safer than years-long use. Ask about alternatives like H2 blockers, such as ranitidine, or lifestyle fixes like avoiding spicy foods, eating smaller meals, or elevating your head during sleep. If you must stay on Prilosec, get regular blood tests to monitor calcium, magnesium, and B12 levels. Boost your nutrient intake. Calcium-rich foods like kale, broccoli, almonds, or fortified plant milk strengthen bones. Magnesium sources, spinach, pumpkin seeds, black beans, help muscles and joints stay limber. For B12, try salmon, eggs, or fortified cereals. If you're vegan, a B12 supplement 500 to 1000 mcg daily might be necessary. Always consult your doctor before supplementing, especially with calcium, as too much can harm your kidneys. Exercise is crucial. Weight-bearing activities like walking or light strength training stimulate bone growth and keep joints flexible. Try a 20-minute walk 3 times a week, or use resistance bands for gentle muscle building. If joint pain makes exercise tough, water aerobics is a fantastic low-impact option. Many community centers offer senior classes. Don't ignore warning signs. If you're on Prilosec and feel new joint pain, stiffness, or weakness, tell your doctor right away. They might recommend a bone density scan or nutrient panel to catch deficiencies early. Neglecting this could mean brittle joints, fractures, or falls that derail your independence. Your joints deserve better. Let's keep going. Number 3 is corticosteroids, used for inflammation, autoimmune diseases, or allergies. A famous US example is prednisone, so common it's often just called by its generic name. Prednisone is a miracle for calming swelling, but it's like a sledgehammer to your joints, and the damage can be devastating. Prednisone mimics cortisol to suppress inflammation, but long-term use wreaks havoc. A 2017 study in The Lancet found that prednisone accelerates cartilage breakdown and weakens bones, increasing the risk of osteoarthritis and osteoporosis. It blocks collagen production. Collagen is the glue that keeps your cartilage springy and your joints cushioned. Without it, your knees or hips grind painfully, causing swelling, stiffness, and loss of mobility. For seniors, prednisone's risks are even scarier. It reduces blood flow to bones, raising the odds of osteonecrosis where bone tissue dies, potentially collapsing joints like your hip or shoulder. A 2019 study in Bone estimated that 10% of long-term prednisone users develop osteonecrosis, which can mean surgery or even a wheelchair. Imagine going from hiking with friends to barely walking because of a drug. Prednisone also causes muscle wasting, weakening the quads, glutes, or back muscles that support your joints. This forces joints to bear more load, speeding up wear and tear. Plus, it can spike blood sugar, which some research links to joint inflammation, especially in diabetics. It's a triple threat: cartilage, bone, and muscle damage, all in one. Drug I heard from a viewer, Susan, a 65-year-old from California with rheumatoid arthritis. She was on prednisone for years and noticed her knees and shoulders aching more. Her doctor didn't connect it to the drug until a bone scan showed early osteoporosis. By adjusting her dose and adding bone-supporting nutrients, Susan's pain eased, and she's back to gardening. Her story shows why awareness matters. Prednisone is tough because it's often essential for conditions like lupus or arthritis, so stopping isn't always an option. Here's how to fight back. Work closely with your doctor to find the lowest effective dose, or explore alternatives like biologics or DMARDs, which target inflammation more precisely. Ask about pulse therapy, short bursts of prednisone. Instead of daily use to minimize damage, support your joints with nutrition. Vitamin D from salmon, egg yolks, or fortified milk helps your body absorb calcium, which prednisone depletes. Aim for 800 to 1,200 IU daily, but get your levels checked first. Calcium-rich foods like yogurt, kale, or sardines strengthen bones. 1-200 mg daily is ideal for seniors. Magnesium and vitamin K found in spinach or broccoli also aid bone health. Exercise is non-negotiable. Weight-bearing moves like light dumbbell lifts or brisk walking build bone density. Try 15 minutes of resistance training 3 times a week. Simple squats or bicep curls work wonders. If joints are sore, physical Therapy can design a custom plan to strengthen muscles without stress. Yoga or Tai Chi can improve balance, reducing fall risk. Monitor your bones and joints. If you're on prednisone for more than a few months, request a bone density scan to catch osteoporosis early. Blood tests for vitamin D or glucose levels can also spot issues. Ignoring prednisone's risks could mean joints so damaged you lose your independence. Protect yourself now. Number 2 is up. At number 2, we have fluoroquinolone antibiotics, prescribed for infections like UTIs, sinusitis, or pneumonia. A widely used US example is Cipro, ciprofloxacin, a go-to antibiotic in hospitals and clinics. Cipro kills bacteria fast, but it can also harm your joints and the effects can linger. Cipro is notorious for causing tendon damage, think Achilles tendon ruptures, but it's also tough on joints. A 2019 study in clinical infectious diseases linked Cipro to cartilage degradation and joint pain, especially in older adults. It disrupts collagen synthesis, weakening the connective tissues, ligaments, and cartilage that stabilize your joints. This can lead to swelling, instability, or even early-onset arthritis, particularly in knees or ankles. Seniors are at higher risk because aging joints already have less collagen. Picture taking Cipro for a UTI, only to find your knees aching weeks later, making every step wobbly. Cipro can also trigger inflammation that mimics arthritis, leading to misdiagnosis or unnecessary treatments. A 2018 FDA warning noted that Cipro can cause musculoskeletal disturbances, with some patients reporting joint pain so severe they couldn't walk normally. The danger is real because Cipro is prescribed often, over 20 million US prescriptions annually, per some estimates. I got a message from a viewer, John, a 70-year-old from Ohio. He took Cipro for a lung infection and soon felt sharp pain in his knees and elbows. His doctor didn't link it to the drug at first, but after switching antibiotics and starting physical therapy, John's pain eased. His experience is a wake-up call. Cipro's risks have led the FDA to recommend it only for serious infections, not routine ones. Here's how to stay safe. Ask your doctor if a milder antibiotic like amoxicillin or doxycycline could treat your infection instead. If Cipro is unavoidable, take it for the shortest time possible, usually 5 to 7 days. Support your joints during and after Cipro. Collagen-boosting foods like bone broth, chicken, citrus fruits, or walnuts can help repair connective tissues. Vitamin C from oranges, bell peppers, or a 500 milligram supplement supports collagen production. Check with your doctor. First, antioxidant-rich foods like berries or green tea reduce inflammation that Cipro might trigger. Exercise wisely. Gentle stretching or yoga can maintain joint flexibility. Try a 10-minute routine daily, focusing on ankle and knee circles. Avoid high-impact activities like running while on Cipro, as they stress weakened tissues. Physical. Therapy can rebuild strength if pain lingers. A therapist might use ultrasound or massage to boost circulation. Be proactive. If you feel joint pain, swelling, or weakness during or after Cipro, tell your doctor immediately. Early action can prevent lasting damage. Ask about an MRI or ultrasound to check cartilage if symptoms persist. Ignoring this could mean chronic joint issues that limit your mobility. Don't let a short-term infection ruin your joints. Now the number 1 worst offender. At number 1, a drug you might have in your medicine cabinet right now, NSAIDs, like Advil, ibuprofen. Advil is a US staple, sold everywhere for headaches, backaches, or arthritis, but it's the worst culprit for destroying your joints, and its accessibility makes it dangerous. Advil relieves pain and inflammation fast, but long-term use is a disaster. A 2020 study in the Journal of Bone and Joint Surgery found that chronic Advil use accelerates cartilage loss and worsens osteoarthritis, especially in knees, hips, and hands. Advil blocks enzymes COX-1 and COX-2 that cause inflammation, but these enzymes also help repair cartilage. Without them, cartilage thins, leaving bones to grind painfully with every move. For seniors, this is catastrophic. Thinner cartilage means more pain, less mobility, and a higher chance of needing a knee or hip replacement. A 2019 arthritis care. And research study estimated that regular NSAID users have a 40% higher risk of severe osteoarthritis progression. Advil also increases stomach acid, which can impair absorption of joint-friendly nutrients like calcium and magnesium, weakening bones further. The risks don't end there. Advil can cause stomach ulcers or kidney problems, especially in older adults, limiting your ability to exercise and keep joints healthy. A 2017 BMJ study linked long-term ibuprofen use to a 30% higher risk of kidney injury, which can indirectly harm joints by disrupting fluid balance. Advil's danger is its ease of access. Americans buy over 100 million bottles yearly, often taking it daily for years without a doctor's oversight. I heard from a viewer, Maria, a 62-year-old from New York. She took Advil for arthritis pain, not realizing it was worsening her knees. After her doctor suggested alternatives, she switched to other methods and feels more mobile. Maria's story shows the power of knowledge. Here's how to break free from Advil. Talk to your doctor about safer pain relief. For mild pain, acetaminophen. Tylenol is gentler on joints. Topical creams like diclofenac gel target pain without systemic effects. For arthritis, ask about disease-modifying drugs or injections like hyaluronic acid. Nourish your joints. Glucosamine and chondroitin supplements, 1,500 mg and 1 to 200 mg daily, may slow cartilage loss. A 2018 Annals of the Rheumatic Diseases study found they reduce knee pain for some. Check with your doctor first. Anti-inflammatory foods, berries, turmeric, ginger, or olive oil can ease pain naturally. Omega-3s from fish or chia seeds lubricate joints. Exercise is key. Physical therapy can strengthen muscles around joints, reducing cartilage stress. A therapist might suggest exercises like leg lifts or pool therapy. 30 minutes thrice weekly can work wonders. Acupuncture or massage can also relieve pain without drugs. Many insurance plans now cover these. Monitor your health. If you've used Advil regularly for months, ask for a joint X-ray or blood test to check kidney function. Blood work can also spot low calcium or magnesium. Ignoring Advil's risks could mean joints so worn you're stuck on the sidelines or facing surgery. Take charge of your joint health today. Now, before we wrap up, let's talk about 5 lifestyle habits that amplify your joint protection, whether you're on these medications or not. These are game changers to keep your joints strong, flexible, and pain-free, and they work hand in hand with the steps we've covered. First, maintain a healthy weight. Every extra pound puts 4 times the pressure on your knees. Losing just 10 pounds can cut joint pain significantly, per a 2018 arthritis and rheumatology study. Focus on balanced meals, lean proteins like chicken or tofu, colorful veggies, and whole grains like quinoa. Avoid processed sugars which spike inflammation. A dietitian can tailor a plan if you're unsure where to start. Second, stay hydrated. Joints need water to produce synovial fluid, which lubricates cartilage. Aim for 8 to 10 glasses daily, more. If you're active, herbal teas or infused water with lemon or cucumber count too. Dehydration can make joints feel stiff, so keep a water bottle handy. Third, prioritize sleep. Poor sleep increases inflammation and slows tissue repair. A 2020 sleep medicine study linked inadequate sleep to worse arthritis pain. Aim for 7 to 8 hours nightly. Create a routine. Dim lights, avoid screens an hour before bed, and try a warm bath to relax joints. Fourth, manage stress. Chronic stress raises cortisol, which can mimic prednisone's joint-damaging effects. A 2019 Frontiers in Immunology study found stress worsens inflammation in joints. Try meditation, 10 minutes daily using apps like Calm or deep breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 6. Journaling or talking to a friend also helps. Fifth, incorporate joint-friendly supplements wisely. Beyond glucosamine and chondroitin, turmeric, 500 mg daily with black pepper, has anti-inflammatory benefits per a 2021 Journal of Medicinal Food study. Collagen peptides, 10 g daily in smoothies, may support cartilage, though evidence is mixed. Always consult your doctor, as supplements can interact with meds like Lipitor or Cipro. These habits aren't just add-ons. They're your armor against joint damage, especially if you're on these medications. Pair them with the drug-specific tips we've discussed and you're building a fortress for your joints. That's the countdown. The 5 worst medications destroying your joints: Lipitor, Prilosec, Prednisone, Cipro, and Advil. But you're not helpless. With this knowledge, you can talk to your doctor, tweak your lifestyle, and adopt habits that keep your joints strong and pain-free. You deserve to move with confidence, whether it's dancing, gardening, or just enjoying a walk in the park. If this video opened your eyes, please smash that like button. It helps us spread this vital info to more people. Drop a comment. Have you taken any of these drugs and noticed joint pain? Maybe you've tried a tip that worked for you. What health topics do you want next? We read every comment and love connecting with you. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video from the Wellness Code. Your joints are your ticket to freedom. Let's keep them strong, flexible, and ready for life. Stay healthy, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video.